Hello everyone. So in today's video, we are going to create a high quality responsive website using ChatGPT. So even if you haven't wrote a single line of code in your whole life, you can easily follow my steps and create a beautiful website. You can easily sell this website to a lot of high quality clients and earn more than $1,000 a month. So let's get started by discussing today's video's agenda. So we will first start by completing our initial setup. Inside the initial setup, we will download our code editor as well as all the required files that are needed for us to run the website. Then for the second point, we will go ahead and learn how to use ChatGPT prompts properly to quickly run our development and also to have a responsive website with us. Then we will go ahead and download free images and videos that we will use across our website. And fourth, we will just add some touch up points to our website and completing it. So let's start by completing our initial setup. So first we will go ahead and type download VS Code on our Google Chrome. So the first link that will pop up is what you have to click. Once this is open, you will get the option to download the VS Code editor for Windows, for Linux system if you have, and for the Mac OS as well. Because we are using a Windows system here, we will go ahead and click here and download the Visual Studio Code for Windows. Once this is downloaded, you will get a basic system installation pop-up that you have to click and complete. Once that is completed, your Visual Studio Code will be ready to use. Post that, because we now need to choose what website we are going to develop. So for that, we are going to go ahead and type dribble.com. There is a triple B here. So once this is opened here, what we can do is directly search for whatever. So let's say if I want to search for pet shop. So this will give me a list of website designs that we can directly go ahead and copy and create it as we want. Here you can see there are thousands of different website and web designs that have come up, from where you can take what you want to create out of it. So because I have already chosen the one that we are going to create, so let me show you. So this is the one that I have chosen to create in this video. We will create this full website end to end using only ChatGPT. So we will pass the different prompts to ChatGPT that create this design, create this way, and it will give us the output that it will give. We will just directly go ahead, copy it and paste it in our Visual Studio Code and run it. So let's go ahead and open our VS Code now. So this is the screen that will be presented once you have installed the VS Code and opened it. I'm just create a folder somewhere on your computer and just directly open it by clicking on file and using this open folder and selecting that folder. In this case, I have already selected a folder named as YouTube AI. So it's an empty folder that I have. So once you have opened any of the folders, you can just click on this new file and create a file named as index.html. Once this is created, now let's just quickly move ahead to our ChatGPT. Okay, so now we are on ChatGPT. Here we will go ahead and start with the prompts that we need to create for this website. So as you can see in this website, first we need is this top bar, where we have this home, collection, all pet, contact, as well as this login and the pet show. We won't be moving towards login and anything. We will just keep it as an UI here, and let us start by creating first this part. So let's type to GPT that create me a UI, create me a HTML CSS UI of a top bar where I have a logo towards the left and the login button towards the right end, and home, collection, all pet and contact, and home, collection, all pet and contact in the middle. This has, and as you can see, this has some bit of a margin in between them. Some margin in between them. So let's see. Okay, so it has started giving us the code. Okay. What more we can do is, because we can integrate this style directly inside the same element, what we can also do is we can create a different .css file and put all of the CSS code into that file. So we will also tell GPT to create a different CSS file and put the code there only. That would be much easier for us in that case. And it has started giving us the code. In the code, what it has given is, it has given us the basic title that will be used. So it has just given a title of top bar UI. Then he has added some styles here. Then he has created a top bar div inside the body where he has presented us with a logo. Then he has created a nav item as well as a button towards the right hand. Okay, give the CSS different file. Okay, so now he has created a index.html differently as well as the CSS as a different file. Okay, let him create. Let's copy this index.html till it is creating the CSS file. We can go ahead and directly copy this here. Okay, he has referenced it to a style.css file. We can, I think so, if it's completed. Okay, let's copy this CSS file as well. Create a simple styles.css file. Let's copy this as well. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see how it looks. Let me open it in a different browser itself. Okay, so this is how our upper bar looks. He has created home, collection, all pits and contact. There is a logo. We can add any of the logo if we create it, and there is a login button as well. Okay, the difference that we have is we need to create it something looking like this. So we don't have that color, the background color that it has given, so we need to remove that. What we can do is, inside the CSS we can quickly see that there is a background color that has been given. Just quickly remove this from here. Now let's reload it. Okay, and also in the body, let's go ahead and give color as a black color I have passed, so that all the elements inside it should have a color. Let me also change it here as well. Reload it. Okay, inside the element as well we need to change it to a black color. Okay, let's reload it. Okay, so now we have those as well. For the button as well, I think so, we need a black color as well as the buttons are rounded. Okay, what we can do is, let's go ahead. The login button needs to be round edged. Okay, so we have to modify the CSS for this button to be round edged. So he's updating the full CSS. Let's tell him to only give the CSS, the updated CSS for button, because it's again printing the whole CSS. We don't want that. We just want the single button that has been changed. Okay, so he has added a border radius to it. Okay, let's just copy this into our style.css. Okay, so we have this. Let's paste it here. Go ahead and reload this, and as you can see, the button is also changed. We just need to add a black color to it. So okay, now let's look how. Let me reload it. Yeah, so now as you can see, there is a logo, there is a home, collection, all pets and contact here, as well as there is a login button that has been created. So I think so our upper bar looks good. Let's go ahead and create the middle section as well now. So now let's not waste our time by typing out the full text for it. I have the text with me, so let me just copy paste it. So my prompt is, now create me a middle section where I have a text, the best place to get your favorite pet without any doubt, having a font size of 55 written. I have just taken a font size of 55. We can change it according to our will. Then along with a dummy lorem ipsum text below, which is having a gray color, and a round edged button with a lavender color, and the text written inside that button is get started now, followed by an arrow with a black color, and the arrow is also having a background color of white with circular edges. So now let us see the results that it gave. So now it's creating our middle section. Okay, he is updating our index.html file. Okay, he has started with the top bar because he has already created this, so we won't be needing that. So here he has commented the middle section. This is the section that we will actually need. So let's just till then it's copying the CSS. We will just quickly get this middle section. Let's copy it here as well. Okay, so we have our middle section copied. You can see, let me reload it. Okay, so we have our middle section with us. Now let us just add the CSS file that we might have created. Okay, so here is our middle section CSS that we have. Let me copy the code. CSS, let's copy it, let's reload it. Okay, cool, it looks good. The best place to get your favorite bit without any doubt. He has done it. He has added. Okay, there is a button also with the the arrow as well as the circular background of white color as well. Okay, so now okay, what we can do is, I think so we can because we want this in multiple lines, so let's the spacing that it has given to this, let's fix it. Let's tell the GPT. Okay, so for our text, so let me just quickly take the tag's name, so it will be easy for GPT to understand what the changes that he needs to do. So for this element, I want this to have a width of, let's say, 300 pixel maximum, so that it can move to multiple lines. Okay, let's see. Inside the main heading, he is using one. Okay, he has updated our main heading one. Let's copy. Okay, let's copy this. Inside our style.css, we can quickly see we have this main heading. Okay, let's go ahead, reload it. Okay, it's too small. Let's just increase this 300 to something 500 or something. Let's reload it. Okay, not 8, let's use 750 for this. Okay, let's reload it. Okay, this looks good with 750. I think so it looks good. We have this, we have our best place, we have our get started now button as well. So our middle section also looks good. Let's just add those images that were here. We will add just 2 of those or 4 of those images. So let's tell GPT to create that as well. Now around this, now inside this middle section around our text, we have set of 2 images on each side parallel to each other. So give the updated middle section and also add dummy image. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's creating. Okay, he has updated it. Okay, let's see. To add images on each side of the text in the middle section, we can place them in a flexible. Okay, he's using something called as flexible. Okay, he has created a middle section, he has created an image container, then he has used an image group left. Okay, let's copy this middle section now. Text content, write images. Okay, we can go ahead and get this section done. Okay, reload it. Okay, okay, he has added the images above. Okay, but we want it side by side. Actually, if it's above only, it looks good. If we just add some spacing in between those two and this two, well, I think so will look good. Okay, I think so. Let me just copy this middle section. Okay, let's go to style.css, the full middle section that we have. Okay, let's reload it. It's good. Okay, I think so our max width is, I think so, giving us a problem. So okay, so we need to just remove this. In the text content, the GPT has given a max width of 300 px. We don't want that. If we remove it and reload it, yes, now it properly loads up. It has added some dummy images further in the section. When we will go for downloading the images and everything, then we will fill up these images. But currently this looks good. Once images are added to this, it will also look more better post that. So I think so our middle section also looks good. Let's take a quick look at how our design was. Let me open it. Okay, so if we added these 4 images, then we will have those as well. We have our button as well. So now let's create these 3 images that we have below. So we'll go to ChatGPT. Create another section below our middle section, which will contain 3 images of this, out of which will contain 3 images, but the background of each image will be of different color, and also the middle image will be coming out of the middle image will be bigger in height than the background, and other 2 will be a bit short than their background. Okay, so let's see what it gives. Okay, so now it's creating another section. Okay, let's see the updated HTML. Okay, go ahead. It's doing the top bar, middle section, we already have it. I think so we will again use the placeholder only. So once this section is completed, what we can do is we'll go ahead and add the bring out the images and then just start adding it, so that we know actually how the content is looking. Okay, this is the new section that we have, 3 images section. Let's copy this, go to our index.html. Below this section we have this. Okay, middle section we don't want. Yes, new section styling. Okay, he has completed it. Let's copy this as well. Okay, we have our new section styling. Let's go to style.css. Okay, let's see how it looks. It looks good. He has added, okay, we want a bit of a, I think so all the 3 should be of the same size, but it also looks good in a way. Okay. So here we will have our 200 by 200 will be our middle image, then we will have this image, and then we will have that image. And so it looks good. Okay, so I think so first we will go ahead and let's add the images to this file so that we know actually how the UI is now is looking. So let me show you how I have I have all the images with me. So let me just show you how I have used the Google to get the image, remove its background, and then download it. So we'll go here. I just search for images of cute dogs. Okay, so here the list of images will come. Now let's say if I want to download the image of this dog, what I will do is I will just go ahead, copy its image address, go to this site called as remove.background. Here there's an option to paste the URL. Click on OK. It will just go ahead and remove the background out of this image and give me the image. So I can just directly click on download and I will have this image with me. So I have downloaded around 3-4 different images with me, which I will directly use from my desktop. You can if you want to add different images from your end, you can also follow the same procedure to download it. So let me go ahead and add those images to into my VS Code, and also reference that and ask the ChatGPT to use those images instead of using the dummy images that he has used. So let us just quickly move to our VS Code. Here I will create one folder known as images and add all of my images inside of this. So let me quickly just drag and drop my images directly here. So all of my dog images. Instead of dragging drop, I'm just copy paste it. Paste. Okay, so all of the images are now pasted. Let's go to ChatGPT. Now we have created a folder named as images and have few images inside of it. So instead of referring to dummy images, refer image from there. So I think so now it will update. Okay, we have our images folder inside which we have all the images inside of it. Okay, he's updating it. Okay, he has created the top bar section, the middle bar section. Okay, so we will just copy this one line. So let me go ahead. So instead of this, now eliminate this will be our dog 1, this will be our dog 2. Let's just see the output first. Let me reload it. Okay, let's see. We have images. Oh, sorry, it's PNG. Oh, that's why. It's not JPG. So now let's see. Reload it, and as you can see, yes, our images are now loaded. So let's just make these changes everywhere. Let me just copy this. Okay, we'll go ahead and change this to dog 3 and dog 4. Okay, for this middle I will use some dog 6 or something. So dog 6 here. Let's use dog 4 here. Let's use dog 5 here. Let's see the output. Let me reload it. Yep, it looks good. There is image 3 is having some issues. Why? We have 1, 2. Okay. So actually we don't have anything named as 3. That's why. Just make it 4 only then. Let me reload it. Okay, and we'll just make it as 5. Let's make this as 7 then. Let's reload it. As you can see, all our images are loaded. Okay, so I think so we need to add some margin in between these 3 and also make this image big so that it looks that it's coming out of the image. So let us go to ChatGPT. Now let's not do the changes here. Let's actually do the changes directly here. because it needs to have the reference of the previous of the values. So instead of it creating everything again and again, what we can do is for the for the new section where 3 images with background are created, make the 3 cards as same height and width, and also add some margin for each of them. Okay, let's see. I think so mostly it will do the changes in the CSS only. So let's see. Okay, to make the image block of cards in the new section, same height and same width. Okay, he is updating. Okay, sections are same. Let's see here. Okay, he has created the image group, right? Okay, the new section, the images section. Okay, he has added the color. Okay, here's the image. Okay. Let's see the updated style.css. So we need to copy this new section that is creating. Let's copy this. Is it loaded? Now it looks good. I think so. Now we just need to make this image bigger, and I think so color needs to be pretty faint colors, because these are too dark colors for for the site that we have. So let's make it a bit faint, and also increase the images height. So they have used a lavender, a pink, and a yellow kind of a color, as you can see. So let's just go ahead and feed GPT to add those colors, as well as we can also give him that increase the height of each of them to match it. So let's just feed him, change the background color of cards to okay, so it's pink, lavender and yellow. Pink, lavender and yellow. Keep it a bit faint, and also increase the height of each image inside of them to be almost of the card size, and only if the updated code where needed. So instead of printing the whole code again and again, we'll just ask him to give only the updated code that needs to be we need to change only that part of the code. So here we need to only change the CSS, because the format still remains the same. So let's change. Okay, so let's just go ahead and use our image block. Okay, let me shift to my CSS. Let's see, we have an image block here. Let's update this. Okay, now let's just go ahead and see the output as well. Load it. Okay, he has increased the size, but I think so images are still not properly increased. Okay, so the colors are still not changed. Let's see. Okay, so he has passed a pink color. Okay, I think so some naming convention issue might be there. So image block short, tall and short. Okay, we have given it to image block. Okay, and a child, instead of and a child, Okay, so here he has actually used the child as the name. I think so, yes, that's what they have done. So instead of image block and a child, uh, we can mention instead of using next child, as we are going to have the images, I'm going to have only 3 images. Let's just pass him this code and tell him to, okay, we need to actually remove this background color as well. Oh, got it. Because the code inside this, he has directly hard coded it here. I think so. If we remove this part, now let's go here and reload it. Yes, now it's working properly. Actually, we can increase the size of each of them. Let's increase it. Let's increase now to 400. Let's see. Yes, actually looks good now with 400. And also, let's just go ahead. Okay. With this auto, let's not keep it auto. I think so. It also looks good. I think so with auto width. Okay, it looks good. All the images are actually matching. I think so this looks much better because now 2 images are big and the middle one is small. You can change anyhow the width of it to match your UI, but I think so this UI looks good and it properly matches it as well. So I think so this section is also completed. Let's just take a quick look. Okay, so we have our this middle section is also fully completed. Okay, let's go ahead and create the new section now. So now let's create our find our all category section. So for this section, let's go ahead and feed in the data. So now creating another section. For this, we need 4 cards where they are oval in shape. I think so we can name it as an oval. Okay, it's kind of oval only. They are not a full circle but an extended oval. Inside it we have a, okay, so inside this we have one image with a circle, the name, actually 2 names that we have to go. So inside it we have an image which has a circular background and use the same 3 light colors for them. Also below each image we have a title with black and bold text along with a subtitle with gray text. On hovering each card, they should scale a bit, and also a box shadow. So there is a kind of a shadow. I'm thinking of adding a shadow inside of it, just as a a good feature. On hover we will just show some shadow around it. So box shadow around it. I think so we also need to mention that but an oval, extended oval with gray border around it. Yep, light gray border, actually not gray as well, light gray border around it. Let's see. Okay, it's generating. Okay, he's creating a new section, oval card section. Okay, he's generating the 4 cards. Okay, card title 1, subtitle goes here. Okay, we will update that. Okay, let's copy this section, paste it here. Okay, we have our section. Let's take a look. Okay, so our section is created here. Let's copy our CSS if it's completed. Okay, still writing it. Okay, let's copy our CSS. Let's go ahead and paste it as well. Save it. Let's reload it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yep, and see how when I hover over it, it has added some box shadow as well and this scaling effect that I was asking. I think so we need to just make it more, oval. What we can do is we can just see. Okay, so image container he has created. He has added a border radius of 50%. I think so if we increase it to 80%, should. Okay, I think, oh, okay, because this is the image container, sorry. I think so. We'll just check the name of what he. Okay, so he has given it the name of an oval card, and this is our whole section. So I think so. Whatever is added towards the oval card, he has added a light gray border, a border radius of 50 px. I think so. If we increase it to 80 and 50, let's see. If we reload it, okay, we need to increase it a bit. What we can do is let's just remove this and increase it to 100 px directly. Yes, now it's proper. So now as you can see, it's a bit oval. And one more thing that we can do is just make this border as 1 pixel, because if 2 pixel is too strong. And now it looks good. Let's update our images with dog images. So each of this we will just quickly let me copy. Okay, this will be our doc. Let's just use random here. Doc 5, doc 2, let's do doc 7. Here let's use doc 4. Okay, let's copy. Let's see. Okay, it looks good. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Okay, and yeah, if you want you can also update this card titles as well, but yeah, looks good. Okay, so our upper code is actually now gone. We need to actually check this. So let's check our style.css. Okay, so what made, oh okay, so I think so this image container is causing the issue because we already have an image container above somewhere used. So let's go to ChatGPT and ask him to fix this for us. We will just ask him. We already have a class name image container in use above in different section. So please use some other section, some other class name, and update the CSS as well. Okay, I think so now it will update it. Okay, so I think so now he wants to now update it to oval image container. That would be much better. And because actually we were having the image container as a class name here, and the same class name was actually used above in our other section as well, which is our section 1 that we have created, the middle section part. And that image container was also getting the CSS that we because the CSS that we have written there was overriding with the CSS that we have just now copied and pasted it. That's why it was causing the issue there, because usually how the code runs in CSS, it's run line by line. So whatever value you have set up there, it got changed when we added the code below there. So that's why we can just copy this now. Let's update our HTML file. Let's just go ahead and update this section. Okay, so now this is updated. Okay, let's copy our CSS code as well. Go ahead and update this as well. Okay, whole card styling. And I think so from here, yes. Okay, let me copy the section as well. Let's now see the results. We reload it. Okay. Let's now just quickly fix where is our border radius. Okay, so this we need 100 px. Then we need this as 1 pixel, and also the images that he has used. Instead of this, let's quickly use our images slash, we will use dog1 7 5 and 6. I'm just using some random dog images here. Let's reload it, and as you can see now it's properly okay. So middle section is also good. We have our get started button, we have this other section with 3 cards, and as you hover over it we have this slight animation with a box shadow behind it, and it looks good as well. On hover it shows up. I think so we have completed this section as well. Let's now create one more small section below this, and then a contact form for this so if someone clicks on it we are able to send a mail or anything through it. Here one thing we forgot to actually add the the find all your categories text here, so we can just go ahead and update that as well. Go ahead to ChatGPT. In the same section we need to add a title text as, let me just copy find our all category, and a subtitle section of, and a subtitle just below it of random lorem ipsum. This needs to be above our cards, above our oval card section, but will be the part of the same section. And also add a light gray background section, only give the updated code. Okay, let's see. So he's now giving us the updated code. Okay, he has added this. Okay, so let's just copy this part only, because that will stay above our oval card. Okay, copy this. Let's see the output quickly. Okay, we have it. Let's see our updated oval card section. Okay, let's copy this. We need to go to our oval card section. Okay, update it. Okay, he has added the background. Okay, let's see. Section header, he has added something. Let's copy this. Let's put it below. Reload it. Okay, so this section looks good. This also looks good. Only problem is now we actually need our oval cards in side by side. We need the 4 of our cards to be in a row. Fix that in the CSS. Okay. Okay. Oval card section, specifically to wrap the cards in oval row. Okay. think so we need to create one oval row. Okay. Okay, he has created one oval card row here. I think so we need to also create that section in our code. Instead of copying, because we have done these changes above here, what we can also have done is we can also copy pasted this code and given to ChatGPT, directly change it here. But usually what happens is then it reminds this as his last point of code. So instead of giving our code, we can directly just create this div here, because that's the only change he's suggesting. And this is our second, third, and as soon as our last code, so we can just add it here and copy the name of this. This would be a class oval card row. Okay, copy it. Let's copy its related CSS file as well. Okay, so let's use this oval card row here. Let's go ahead, let's paste it, and let's see now it looks good. Okay, I think so we need to make this a bit this grayish. Actually what we can do is remove the, actually use this color inside this and remove it from here, so that this looks as a part of a whole section and this as a different section. So let's go to our, I think so, middle section. Okay, let me quickly scan it through. Yes, so this background color, let's remove it from here. Let's see if it's removed. Okay, that section is now removed, and let's add this color to our oval section. Okay, instead of this, add this. It's reloaded. Now it looks good. And one more thing is, instead of max width, let's just give it the width of 100%. It's reloaded. Okay, I think so here. Okay, because he has given the width as 100% here directly. So that looks also good, instead of extending it towards the end. Now this looks like a proper section, a single section, and its alignment is also proper. Yes, it looks good as well. So now what we can do is, now we can go ahead and create our another section. So now let's just move to ChatGPT. Okay, let's create this explore our feature section. Now create me another section where we have a title, subtitle, and below I think so 3 cards. Let's see. Okay, 4 cards below, 4 cards, 4 cards, and this section will have a background color of faint lavender, and also will take the full width of the screen. Inside each card, so inside of each of the card, we will just, instead of using this icon thing, we will directly use our dog images here. So inside each card we have a dog image. I think so we will use different with lavender, pink. We can also use lavender, pink, yellow, and blue color. I'm just adding a sky blue from my side. Sky blue color. Okay, so inside each of the card we will have a dog image with lavender, pink, yellow, and sky blue color. And it actually, there's width. the color. This background will be circular. Then we have, okay, so then we have a title and some text below it. What we can do is, then we will have title, and below we will have a small list of features where each card will have 3 random lorem ipsum text listed down, and on cover of each of these cards we will show a dark lavender color, and also change the color of text to white. So I think so we have pretty much covered everything here. Okay, let's see how we create a section now. Okay, so we have started with the HTML for our new section, full width section with lavender background. Okay, he has named it as a doc feature section. Okay, section header. Let's see if this section header is somewhere already used in our code, so that before we copy paste it, we are able to see, oh, okay, section header is already used. I think so he might be trying to I think so he might be trying to use the CSS here. Yes, he is actually. Okay. Because this section header is somewhat similar to the section header that we created above. Let's just then copy paste this code. So we have one section. Let's copy our CSS if it's completed. So it's completed. Let's copy to CSS. Let's see. Let me reload it. Okay, so we have created our section. Okay, all of the things are properly added. The things, okay, so he has added them. I think so this must be listed down more properly, and color is also not looking good. Let's, okay, so this is the lavender is too dark, I would say. Let's just choose the color ourselves only then. So I think so he has used this color. Let's use this and let's tone it down a bit. Let me reload it. Okay, now it looks good. Also, let's go ahead and update images as well to the dog images that we have. Okay, all the 4 of them. We need the images slash dog 1.png. Okay, let's use here 4, 6, 7 and 2. Reload it. Okay, now it looks good. However, the text also changes. Our whole section also looks good. I think so this section and this section needs to have a bit of a margin in between them. Okay, what we can do is quickly see where this section start. So this is our doc feature section. Let's just go to doc feature section. Go ahead and add a margin. We need to add a margin top of 20 px. If we reload it, okay, let's increase it to 80 or something. Give it a big margin so that there is a bit of a difference there. Now it looks good. So this is our discover our. Oh, okay. We need to actually update this to explore. So what was the text they have mentioned here? Let's explore our features. Let's remove this to explore our features. Now let's see the updated UI. Now it looks proper. So as you can see on hover, the text also changes. It looks good as well. So we have this section as well completed. Now let's just go ahead and create that contact button, on clicking of which we will show the a small contact form as well. Or let's just directly open the mail instead of showing the form. We'll create a box and then inside a button, contact button. So let me show you. So they have created a box like this, and clicking on this contact us, we will directly open the mail section here. So let's go ahead and do that. So now let's go to ChatGPT. Create me another section where okay, so where we need to have a small, we need to have a big card. So actually we will add the whole thing to the section itself. So create another section where we need to have a title with the font size of 65 px, and also random lorem some text that can move in 2 lines. Okay, this will be white only in 2 lines, and then you see, then contact us button with white background color and lavender text. Also clicking on this button, it will open, directly open the mail, directly open the mailbox. Also on both left and right, add images. Okay, make them a bit big. This full section should be of certain fixed width and not take the full 100% width, and will have, let's not just give it lavender color, we will change the color to the color that we have used, lavender color as the background color, and all the text inside will have white color. Okay, let's see, let it create. Okay, okay, yes, created some lorem ipsum as well. He has added mail to as well. Let's copy this section. Copy that section. Let's see if the CSS is complete. Okay, it's still loading the CSS. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's completed the CSS. Let's copy it as well. Okay, let's see it in action. Okay, I think so. He has created it. He's created it too big. Okay. And also I think so the CSS that he has given, we need to actually change the name, because again the same issue has been there. change the name of the, change the class name. Yes, they are same with classes. Make sure they are unique for this section only. Cool. Okay, let's see. Okay. Wow, we just started adding unique. Okay, not a problem. Let's just copy this code. Okay, update our section. Complete. He just added a unique as a word here. Okay, not a problem. This looks good. But this will do the trick. And just control Z the whole thing. Control V. Let's reload it. Okay. Yeah. Now two things we need. We need this bit dark. So okay, so he has used. Okay, so he has added a color over this. That's a good touch that he has added. But what we can do is this background color we will update it with the color that we have used, this color. Okay, let's change this. Yes. Reload it. Okay, that's good. So I don't think so we need this cover that he has added. Let's remove that. We'll be needing this cover. It's good. This section also looks good. Only this image. Let's update these images first. Let's update them. Images slash 7. Let me reload it. Okay. Let me update it to some other doc instead of 5. Reload it. I think so. If it's out of the image, it actually looks good. So instead of keeping it inside the image, we'll keep it outside of it, and also just add some. Here is our main section. Okay, let's just go ahead and add a margin top of 80px, so that there's a gap in between these two. Okay. Okay, and if we click on contact us, it will open the mail as well. Yes, it looks good. Okay, so now let's just complete this whole section by adding the footer. So let's just switch to our ChatGPT quickly. Inside it, let's go ahead and add create me footer section. Another section, a footer section, in which on the left hand side, see, okay, on the left we will just add some random, there will be some random details with dog details, keep a small image on top and details below it. The details should move in multiple lines. To the right, we will have, okay, so we will have Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn. Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn logos. In a row, below them we will have collection all pet, pets of collection all pets. Then there is privacy policy and contact. Privacy policy and contact also in a row. So anything more? I think so this should be good. Let's see. He is creating it. Okay. He is creating the image. Okay. Okay. Let's see. He has created some footer links as well. Let's copy. Let's paste our code. HTML. Paste it. Let's see if CSS is completed. Okay, let's copy our CSS as well. Let's paste that as well. Okay, let's now see the output. Reload it. Okay, looks good. Let's create it really good. We'll just add some margin to this. So our custom footer, we can do is just add a margin top of 50 pixel. Let's load it. Now it looks good. Update our image as well. So we'll just quickly go ahead and use images /dog4. Reload it. Let's use some other dog. Dog5. This looks good. So we have some random lorem ipsum here. This is Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Okay. We can actually just go ahead and copy their. Let's just quickly go ahead and copy their logos as well. We can just search for images of LinkedIn. Sorry, it's LinkedIn logo. Just go to images, open any of the image, just go ahead and copy image address. Ideally you should use some download it, save it, or try to use the legal ones, but because we are just here, I want to show you how it is done, so I'm just directly copy pasting their address and using it here. Let's just see how it looks. Okay, so we have our LinkedIn. We need one for Twitter. Let's just copy this. Actually, copy this one. Copy image address. Update the Twitter one. Let's see, load it. Okay, this also looks good. And let's just go ahead for Facebook as well. Okay, let's copy paste this one as well, copy image address and update this. Okay, let me reload it. Yes, so Facebook is also here, Twitter is also here, LinkedIn is also here. We have our collections, all pets, privacy policy, contact, and we have this as well. So our whole website is now created. Congratulations, you have just built a professional pet shop website that can easily be sold to multiple clients across the world. As this whole website was created just in an hour, so you can create several such websites using tools like ChatGPT without any coding knowledge and sell them to earn $1,000 a month easily. If you enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips on using AI to build profitable projects. Don't forget to leave a comment below with any questions or ideas for future videos. I would love to hear from you. Now go out there and start selling your website. See you in the next video.